Let's give him a double mic right now. Let's give him his double mic.
We talked to Coach for a while about you, and he called you the perfect walk-on. Could you just talk a little bit about your diabetes and just how that you kind of discovered that and that whole process?
Yeah, I discovered that I was diabetic about 2 years ago. It's been a learning process, and that's been the biggest piece out of all of it. To this day, I'm still learning more about it. I am now on a rigorous schedule with doctor appointments. I have an artificial insulin pump. It's been just a huge learning experience for me. Had to change a lot of my dieting, things like that. But it'll be all right in the long run. I mean, I'm getting better at managing it, and although it's taken a lot of my time and dealing with all the changes and everything, it'll be all right in the future.
How did you learn you had it, and what specifically, how did it impact the way you played basketball in the first game, maybe?
I discovered it my sophomore year during spring break at home, right about this time of year. I just became really ill, had flu-like symptoms that wouldn't go away, it seemed like, and came back and got some blood testing done, and that's how I really found out. It's affected the way I've gone about with basketball. Mainly, I have to test a lot, test my blood sugar and see where I'm at. Some days it's higher than others, some days lower than others, and I have to deal with a given set of circumstances on any given day. I mean, it's always changing. I'm doing the best I can to try and manage that, and I'm getting better at it in the long run.
What's it been like for you guys, just seeing him go through that and the way he approaches practice and first game?
Well, I mean, it was tough at first. I mean, when we found out, it was definitely tough for a lot of us. I mean, because the guys right here that you see, I mean, we're a lot of the guys who spend the majority of the time with Jones, even myself. I mean, being probably one of the main guys who spend a lot of the time, we go different places. I mean, go to Cold Stones, go eating, and we really had to manage the things that we had to do. And I mean, we're there as teammates and as friends, and sometimes when we may see him or he may be eating something like, hey, Jones, man, you try to stay on him just to because we love him. I mean, we love him, and he's not just a player on this team. He's not just a friend. I mean, we really see him like a brother now, and I see him like a brother. I mean, ever since he came over his first day here and he slept on my couch, I mean, it was fun, man, and we've grown a really good friendship and a bond that definitely won't be broken.
Coach Robinson described him as the absolute perfect walk-on. Would you guys agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. He's been one of the best teammates on the team since I've been here. He'll go out of his way to help anyone on the team. Any time of day, no matter what he's doing. If you call him and ask him for a ride, or you ask him for a favor or something, he would drop what he's doing and do it in a heartbeat. So. When we all, learned that he got diabetes, a lot of people took it pretty hard, and we, like Berto said, we've been trying to help him out as best we could. Sometimes he doesn't like it when we help him out because, we have to crack the whip a little bit, but, like Berto said, we do it because we love him, and, we're all trying to help him get through it and help him, learn the process and get better at dealing with how to manage his diet and manage his blood sugar.
Coach Robinson also said he's kind of the team's resident dancer. You mentioned
Dancer?
Oh man, I wish we had tape of that. That was great, and I know we probably have some stuff of him dancing at the talent show. So I mean, this man's got some moves right here. He's a 7-footer with some moves.
Yeah, swing dancer right here.
His favorite dance is the jerk.
Oh yeah, when he used to do the reject.
When I first came here. Oh man.
Show him. Come on, get up.
That was a long time ago.
Why did you choose to walk on at Oregon State? Did you consider any scholarship offers at a different school, or why did you decide to walk on here?
I decided to walk on here at Oregon State mainly after visiting and seeing how the culture was around here. I had visited other schools prior to coming here, but the overall fit as far as athletics and academics, really was in its prime for me, and it was a great choice in the long run.
Craig also mentioned that you fix his stuff, his phone, his briefcase. How does that come about?
A handyman. Right?
Yeah, he's growing up on the farm, fixing
Yeah, just
Building dog cages.
all around, I guess, team mechanic, I guess. Shoot, how many times have I changed your tires? It's
It's
just
a bunch. And not just me, everybody.
yeah, jumping cars at
Jumping-
midnight
jumping
after road
cars.
trips.
Helping people out of random people. I mean, that's like I've been telling people. I mean, that's one thing about him. I mean, it'll start snowing out here and stuff like that, and you see people's cars and in big holes and ditches and stuff like that, and you just see Jones driving his big pickup truck around with this chain in the back, just going out helping people. And
Jones coming down the road, you need a hand?
yeah. So I mean, that's the kind of person he is, and those are the kind of people that we have in this program.
What do you guys remember about that Arizona State game your freshman year where you got thrown in kind of stopped the team?
oh man, going down that road again.
I can't. What I remember most isn't suitable for this room.
Yeah.
No, it was that that wasn't the best of circumstances, but it was great that Jonesy was able to get in the game and play. I think it was the most minutes you played in the game, right? So
Yeah.
it was great seeing him out there competing, and he didn't shy away from the situation at all. He went out there, he was trying to score, he's trying to rebound the ball, he was playing hard defense, he's talking on defense, he's running back in transition. So, he got the opportunity, he seized it with both hands.
And he also got a 3 at home against Arizona State too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just something about the
Touchdown
Arizona State
celebration.
schools, but it was nice.
Man. Those were the days.
Angus, talking with Coach earlier, he said you kind of, when you got to the program here, you kind of lacked an edge on the court. How did that kind of develop and come about?
Probably from Coach just yelling at me all of my freshman and sophomore year. He was on me a lot my first 2 years here, and he definitely made me a tougher player, and he made me both mentally tougher and gave me that physical edge too, and it's helped me in the long run a lot.
As a young guy, was it hard to take so much criticism?
No, I mean my AAU coach was pretty hard on me, so I kind of I'd been used to being yelled at, so but no one really likes being yelled at that much, but but once I got I kind of had to go through the fire, and then once I got to my junior year, it was kind of good. I had a good relationship with Coach now, and we were both on and off the court, so like I said, it helped me in the long run, but there was some tough days, there, but it's not too bad.
Come on, can you fill us in on the headband?
Everyone know about my headband. Well, it all started my sophomore year when we was in the film room, and I was trying to use the headband to take pictures and stuff, but they said I couldn't use the headband. So I placed it in a spot where I won't forget, and I forgot it. And I've been looking for it for the past 2 years. And when we went back in the video room, I was just sitting down, I saw a headband. And I was like, this is my headband. No, it was dust. I had to dust it off. Then I put it on, then it was over from there.
So that just happened? You just found a headband?
I just found my headband.
Happened last week.
How big is the room?
It's not that big.
It's about
But I've been wanting to wear a headband for the longest. I just couldn't find a headband. So now since I finally found one.
Where exactly was it? Was it just in the corner?
It was in a corner, like between books, and it was right
Were you
there.
excited to see it?
Yeah, I was happy. I wanted to wear it. Like I was about to wear a headband my sophomore year, but I couldn't because I couldn't find my headband. But now since I finally found my headband, now I can wear it.
I noticed that your kind of turnaround in your performance this season aligned perfectly when you started wearing the pink sneakers. You didn't wear them for a few games,
Mhm.
but is that a superstition thing? Or-
No, I think those are the lightest shoes I have in my locker. All the shoes is heavy, bad on my knees, so I use the pink ones for lighter lift and stuff like that, and it's been working out for me. It's like when I pick a shoe, I stick to it. I don't like to change up like that. So.
Can you guys talk about the headband, the discovery? Did he share that with you guys right away?
The journey of finding that headband. Oh, man, like he said, he used to wear headbands a lot, and he lost it. So I mean, it was him getting it back. I mean, it was good, and he's playing well with it. So he might be like, oh man, the headband. I mean, it's kind of faded to it. I'm telling him when I'm playing. I mean, I think forgot what play it was, but somebody hit him in the face, and the kind of headband was kind of like crooked on his face. I'm like, Devon, if you don't take that headband off, man. Him and Eric start laughing. I think it was at SC. He's running up the court. I'm like, Devon, you gotta take that headband off, man. But I mean, hey, LeBron plays with the headband, and when how they say when his headband comes off, he turns into another guy. So I mean, hey, Devon's playing good with it. So I'm don't lose it. Don't leave it in the corner again.
Did you grow up with Rasheed Wallace? Rasheed Wallace comparison?
Yeah, I don't know why. Everybody Rasheed Wallace, but I guess.
So was this a lucky headband? And over that 2 years, you just
It wasn't a lucky headband. It was because Ahmad, he used to always wear headbands. So I was like, yo, Ahmad, let me use that headband. I'm gonna start wearing headbands. You gonna wear headbands with me? He was like, nah, G. I'm not wearing no headband. So I was like,
Nah,
I
fam.
was like, man, all right, just give me that headband. Then I lost it. He got mad at me, but I found it. So
So you used to be a Moss headband?
yeah, it used to be Ahmad, but it was in the pack, so he never wore it. So I'm like, Ahmad, why have a headband you never wear? So I decided to wear it. Then I lost it and found it. Reunited.
Did anyone think it was like a hat or something? Like
Yeah.
It looked like it blended in.
I think it's because I have a little forehead, so people think like it blended in with me and stuff like that. So I was just like, man, I just go along with it.
Roberto, what sort of role have you seen this senior class that you're a part of kind of take in changing the culture of the program here?
Well, I think one of the biggest things for us, I mean, is senior class. I think we have a lot of leadership coming from the senior class this year. And I mean, I know when I first got here, you know, I spoke to the seniors a lot, but I mean, I didn't really feel, I had a connection, but I didn't really feel like we had that great of connection with the seniors when I first got here. And I think that was one of the things that I, as a player, when I told myself when I'm a senior, I want to make sure that these freshmen have the best time and can talk to me about anything and just have fun. So I really just wanted to just be one of those guys where the guys can kind of look at me and kind of have an example. And the same thing with these guys. I mean, I feel like we provide a really good example for the freshmen, and we're extremely close with the freshmen as well. So I think having that bond with the whole team, I just think it really carries into the success of the game.
Coach was talking earlier about your mindset when you came in as a freshman. It was all about scoring and didn't really have a grasp of the whole process. How have you kind of seen your progression in the last few years?
Well, you know, I think it's just my career getting here. I think it's just been a kind of a roller coaster. So, you know, it's been up and down, and there's been some constant things. But I mean, coming in, I mean, being a highly recruited guy, and I mean, scoring was one of the things that I had a lot of passion in, and something that I was really good at. So coming in, that was what I tried to focus a lot of my attention on, and I kind of got carried away. And you see at the beginning of my career, I didn't play as much and stuff like that. And I think that's why, because I value scoring so much and not my overall all-around kind of game. And I really just think the maturity thing and time, I just think, you know, over time you start to learn things about yourself, and in life you start to learn things. So it was just kind of a trial and error thing with me. And like I said, it was an up and down kind of battle. But I mean, I've kind of found out what I need to do, and that's what I'm doing.
Coach spent a long time talking about you and Devon's academic careers and how you guys have progressed in the classroom. Can you guys just talk a little bit about that and what it's going to mean to you to graduate from here?
Well, it's going to mean a lot to me. It's going to mean a lot to my family, too. I mean, a lot of people back home, I mean, you have a lot of people who support you, but I think you have twice as many people who doubt you. And, I mean, it's one of those things where it's kind of, yeah, man, first off, a lot of people said I wasn't going to be able to make it to college, as well as my brother Jonathan. They told us we wouldn't be able to make it to college. And it's an honor to be not only in college, but to be playing for a program like this. And a lot of people would tell me, oh, you're just going to go to a junior college, and kind of follow in route some of the guys who were talented from Santa Barbara who didn't get a chance to make it. So I'm just really, I'm proud that I was able to make it this far. And going back to California, seeing some of the elementary school kids and seeing high school kids, getting to see my high school and stuff like that, seeing that I mean, they look up to me and that I'm providing an example. I'm just hoping, you know, that I can be one of those guys where they can look at and say, hey, Roberto went to college and he got his degree and he played. I can do it too. So that's just something that's really touched me, and I'm really blessed to be able to do.
Coach Robinson said that whenever you went to high school, you would never be in the class.
No, that's actually 100% true too. It actually is. Coach Grace used to come up and stuff like that, and man, I was just school wasn't fun. I mean, it was, I don't know. The thing about high school is you had to take classes and stuff. They're kind of easy. I've never liked the easy class. I've never done well in easy classes. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, I do well in hard class. Even in my major right now, I've done the best in the hardest classes, the classes that people said, oh, you shouldn't take during season. So, I mean, it's one of those things where I like to be challenged and just never in class. But now I get a chance to do it and to be there, and I'm gonna graduate, and hey man, I'm just get to, you know, make a name for myself and for the future generations of that I would have. So I'm just proud of that.
What about you, Devon?
Yeah, it's very important to me. Similar like the Burrow story. Always having trouble in class, never being able to. People always doubting me and stuff like that, saying I'm not gonna be able to make it to college and stuff like that. And me being my mother's first child to graduate from college, and my father's fourth child to graduate from college, and I'm the youngest of 7, so that's a big deal. So I'm making them proud. And yeah, I just had a lot of people doubt me during my whole life. I'm leaving now, saying that I'm not gonna make it to college, and let's see how long I last in college like that. And I did have some roller coasters during the season, stuff being suspended and stuff like that, but that only made me stronger. It made me learn from my mistakes to become a better person. So this is very important to me and my family, and for all the people who doubted me, saying I couldn't do it. Even started all the way from middle school, saying I wouldn't even make it to high school. Then people from high school said I wouldn't make it to college. So I just came a long way. I'm proud of my success so far.
What do all 4 of you guys what are your goals outside of basketball? You know, once your career is in, what do you want to do in the perfect world?
Go ahead, Josie.
Wow, double mic, here we go. Ultimately, down the road, I'd like to farm on my own operations and work into my family's business as well. In order to get there, I need some of this, but I'm working on some options for the near future. What's that?
What do you farm?
We're diversified, so we do a lot of cattle. That's mainly how my family got started, and over time it evolved into some orchards now, like olives. I'll say almonds. We call them almonds at home. I have to change the local tongue to others. So almonds, and I want to get into walnuts and expand the operations in general. That's my goals. I just need some of this to get there. But
Tell about the recruiting. How you been recruiting Olaf and I?
yeah, apparently you could look into the near future, and Roberto here is going to run a combine for me, and Olaf is going to drive the cattle truck. So we have a team operation that is going to be extended into the future, apparently.
Can I drive the truck?
Apparently Angus is going to run the bank out wagon now. So we just got another new employee.
Expand the farm into Australia?
Yeah, you know what? We could just have it a multi-season thing. Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, that's my personal goals.
Well, you want to be part of that farm?
Yeah, what else then? I get no invite.
We can find something for you. We'll find something. Go ahead.
I hope my goals outside of basketball are to one day become a physiotherapist, a physical therapist.
Take care of me.
Yeah. So that was what my undergrad was in while I was at Oregon State, was pre-physical therapy. So, you know, I'll go and play for a couple of years, you know, hopefully have a good career. But, you know, the goal is eventually go back to grad school, get my get my degree and be able to become a physical therapist one day, and maybe perhaps open my own therapy someday. So that's my goal.
Oh, my goal outside of basketball will be working on being an actor and get my own reality show and be in movies. So if I do make this happen, I would like for y'all to participate in it so I can get some views, you know, pursue my goal.
Have you acted before, or is this?
Yeah, I have a lot of tapes of me acting, you know.
Roberto short films.
Yeah, Roberto show. Me and Bert were about to make a movie, but he's taking forever to get it started. But we're about to have a movie coming out. A trailer will be coming out soon, so we'll link it out to Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, so everybody can view it. Secret. Can't let it out right now. So.
Myself, so I'm interested in film and in the film industry. That's something that really interests me. That's something that I'm going to school for right now. I'm fortunate to get to kind of watch quarter four, be able to do their thing and kind of tell their story and kind of get to be back there and kind of watch them. And that's something I like to do. As Devon was saying, we are supposed to make a little horror kind of scene from one of my classes.
You're ruining the surprise.
I know it's going to be actually pretty funny, I think. And Devon's like I'm trying to get everybody in on it, but Devon's like the guy who really wants to be in it. So, I mean, I got Devon for sure. I'm trying to get Eric and Langston and a few other guys, but I think they're kind of camera shy when it comes to acting. But it's either going to be something in the film industry or trying to come back and try to help some people. I mean, I want to do something where I don't know if you guys are familiar with Beavers Without Borders, but I talked to Marianne Viedrich about it, and I want to come back and be able to lead one of those groups and to go to a different country and to try to show them and help as many people as possible. I want to do something where it's not just Oregon State who does it. I want to do it where we can get where it's all Pac-12 schools. I mean, you get Colorado in it, and you could get USC, and kind of have everybody from a team kind of collaborate and kind of go overseas. So that's something that I want to do. So.
Devon, I'm curious, is there an actor that you would model yourself after, think that you're similar to?
I already know who he's gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Don't switch it up now. Don't switch it up. Just say who you're gonna say.
I don't know. I'm really thinking about it right now.
I thought you were gonna say Will. It's either Will Smith or Denzel.
Denzel, he's tough. But it's really hard to think of it right now. That's a very
He was
good
doing the
question.
Will Smith I Am Legend impersonation the other day on the bus.
Nah.
Can you give us that right now?
No, I wasn't doing No, it wasn't an impersonation.
He needs no mic for
It wasn't, what, which one?
I am.
You need food or something?
I am broadcasting world channel.
All right, it goes like this. If anyone out there needs food, I can provide shelter. I forgot the rest of them. But it was something like that. It was on my Instagram. So I just imitated, so they put me in a spot. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Nobody talked to me.
You know the genre that best suits his acting skills? Like, I mean, you mentioned that you're doing a horror film, but I mean, comedy.
He can do a lot of different things, but I definitely think this guy's so funny, man. I mean, he's one of the funniest guys on the team. He makes you laugh at times where it's hard to laugh. So I mean, he's the funniest guy on the team. I think something in comedy, but I think he's well-rounded. So you might have a little Denzel in him or a little Will Smith.
I don't think it would be a horror film since y'all know us. Y'all just gonna laugh about it and stuff like that. But I feel like the people who don't know us and watch the film might be a little scared or something like that.
Being in LA last week was a part of you kind of like, man, this could be my future.
Yeah, right? I was thinking about that, man. You know, I have a brother that they think is funny too, that they always laugh at. He'll be here this week, so it should be a fun week.
As far as basketball, are you, how, I guess, important is this Arizona game, just in terms of your goals for this season, and are you guys talking about that, or just like, you just understood?
This is extremely important, man. I mean, we're not throwing in the towel or anything like that. This is a team where I feel like we match up the best within the Pac-12. I mean, out of everybody in there, I really think that this team that we have right now really matches up with them the best. So I think we just got to match their intensity. I mean, they're a team that plays with a high motor. They're consistent throughout the whole game. But like I said, I mean, we have some really talented guys on this team. We have some weapons on this team, and we can compete. So if we come out and play our game, I mean, I don't think, to be honest, I know their coach isn't looking at Oregon State and saying, oh, this is an easy win, or their players. And I think the last time we kind of let them get off to a big lead. But like I said, man, this team's ready. We're full of fighters, and we're going to fight to the end. And we're brothers, and we're going to go down. If we go down, we go down together. But I really think we have a really good chance of being successful against them.
Angus, you had some success. That was something that Coach Robinson talked about after that game, leading up to this one as well. Just got in a little bit of foul trouble. Do you remember what you kind of had working for you that game, and then obviously you got to focus to stay off the bench?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, like I said, I think after that game, you know, I don't like sitting on the bench because of fouls. This is really frustrating. But yeah, you know, I'm going to try and stay on the floor as long as possible. But you know, in that game, I think you know, I was just feeling good and confident. You know, like I've always said, you know, my teammates, you know, Roberto and the guards and Devon as well, they always give me the ball in great positions for me to score. You know, they always give me wide open shots, and you know, it's easy to score when you have great teammates to give you the ball in such good spots on the floor. And you know, we got good coaches, and before the game, you know, they were saying, you know, like, just be confident. You know, you know, if you get a good look, take it. You know, this is a good team, so you gotta take a good look when you get it. So I just tried to do that in the last game, and you know, I think everyone on the team is going to take that mentality into tomorrow night. And like Berta said, I think we got a really good chance of getting them. I think we're all a little disappointed from our last game. I don't think we played as good as I don't think we played to our potential when we played them last. So I think we want to try and, you know, play to our potential tomorrow night. So I think yeah, we got a good chance.
What was behind that video you guys made? I know at least Devon tweeted it out, I think, earlier today, and I think the three of you are in it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to tweet that. I was going to tweet that.
Yeah.
Prime time to get more tweets.
Is that
The one we made. And
That's where the famous headband was found.
yeah.
It's kind of a message the fans come out for the last set of games.
Yeah, I mean, we need their support. I mean, we've been preaching this the whole year, man. Our fans are a big part of this, and we've been fortunate to have some pretty good crowds. And we just want to. I mean, these are the last two games in Gill, and hey, man, we can win these games and continue to play, and we need the support of everyone. That's kind of the message behind it, and that's really what we're trying to do.
You guys, how are you guys' emotions going to be on Senior Day on Saturday?
I don't know. I had to wait till that time comes. I mean, everybody, you know, last year I remember Joe saying, "Oh man, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry," and then he started tearing up. So I don't want to jinx myself right now and say I'm gonna be good, but I definitely feel like I'm gonna approach it as any other game and be mentally prepared for that game.
What's kind of the key, do you think, cutting down on the turnovers? Coach talked about just maintaining confidence. What do you guys think?
I think just, you know, just being a little crisper, you know, with our passes. You know, I think in the UCLA game there was just a couple, you know, we were just floating the passes a little too much, you know, maybe thinking about it too much. I think we just got to react, you know, when we see something, you know, just try not to think so much. You know, you see a man open, just crisp pass straight to him, you know, and I think so a couple of times we just doubted ourselves or, you know, trying to think too much about it. But yeah, it's definitely something that we need to cut down if we want to have success in these last two games and moving into the Pac-12 tournament.